in Microsoft Office, we have already learned Microsoft Word, right? I think Asida sir has already started Microsoft Excel, right? So likewise, when I started the Microsoft Office with the Word application, I told you that there are so many applications available. It's a collection of applications, right? So the general usage collection of application, right? First one is the Microsoft Word we have learned, and the Excel, that means used for the accounting purpose or statistic purpose. That is also you are learning. The next one is PowerPoint. That is a presentation application. Let's say you want to make a presentation. That means you want to make a demonstration regarding your product, right? Let's say IHRA want to promote this course, right? So they are informing the students that we will have a discussion, or we will have a promotional presentation or promotional session on this day. So they will invite all the students, and what they can do is they can produce their content, all the contents into an attractive manner through the computer. To that task, we are using an application called presentation application. There are so many presentation applications available, but due to our syllabus, and the most popular one is Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, right? In addition to the Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, there are so many online applications available, which may be more featured and more attractive than the PowerPoint, right? There are so many applications, right? For example, there is an application called Prezi, right? And that Prezi, right? So if you are familiar with Prezi, you can use that one, right? So I will, let's say we are going to search it as a presentation application, right? So there are so many applications available. So let's say here they have, these all are online. Here, Visme, Prezi, Google Slide. You can notice that this is the Microsoft PowerPoint is the 5th position, right? So they may have some sort of ranking system, right? Some of the best presentation software include this one, right? Visme, Haiku Desk, right? Prezi, Microsoft PowerPoint, Canva, and Google Slide, right? So you can notice that these are, sometimes when you click it here, so here there is a price, right? There is a price. So you have to pay for their service. This is maybe the online application, maybe the offline application. Whatever it is, you have to pay it, right? So this is a template, just for example, they have shown you, right? This is a Prezi application, right? So you can create so many applications, so many presentation through this software, right? So maybe easier than the PowerPoint, right? So, but in our syllabus, we are going to learn Microsoft PowerPoint. The Google Slides, of course, you can try it after we learn the Microsoft PowerPoint. Google Slides are freely available, right? Freely available. When you are logging with your Gmail account, you will have that application freely available into your account, right? So I don't want to go into deeply each and every application here, right? All the applications you can search through the internet, and you can have a introductory, have a knowledge on that one, right? Here they have even some examples. Here, for example, Visme, right? That then you can learn something, right? You must learn on your own. Then only you will come up with some of the technological development. Otherwise, you can't learn, right? So that should be your habit to if we are studying PowerPoint, then you have to search what is the PowerPoint alternative, what are the free softwares available, right? You can try it. Even free software is available, you can try it. But Don't give any, some of the application may ask you to provide your credit card or debit card information before going to the free version, right? Don't give it to those sites, right? Okay, right. So this is a presentation application we are going to learn, right? Before going to the presentation, right, let's put it the other way. Now you are assigned to the task to create this presentation. What do you think? Before creating the presentation, you must have some knowledge on the presentation idea. Whether the presentation is important or the person who are presenting is important. What do you think? Whether the presenter or the presentation?
Both are important.
Right. Both are important.
Presentator is more important.
Presentator is more important.
Most important.
Yeah. Because if you can put all the things into a presentation, then there is no need of a presenter, right? Then what you have to do is your presentation should have the important point, not the all the whatever you are going to talk, right? If you put all the things into a presentation, it will be full of text and then it won't be attractive. Then let's say you are some of the presentation, even there are educated people, still they are putting their presentation on the projector. Then what they are doing, they read it, but it's wrote in the presentation. If you are doing such a way, what you think of your audience? Then if you are reading that one, you may think that the audience are not knowledgeable to read that one, or they are blind people, they can't read it. Is that so? Because if it is already there, why you have to read it, right? So as I told you, you have to put important points only to the presentation. Actually speaking, presentation softwares are aided software. That means it's help us to do our presentation in a better way. Not we have to solely depend on the presentation, right? So it's a aided software, which is helping the human being or the presenter to do the presentation in a better way. That means you can insert the images, right? You can insert the audio, video, and any of the colorful things, everything you can add it. If you are doing a presentation, if you are doing a speech, is different than the presentation. If you are delivering a speech, only your audio will be visible there. Then the attraction of the attention of the audience may not, you can catch up, right? Because you are speaking, they are listening, then you don't get the attention from the audience. If you are putting some images in the screen, then you are speaking, then they will be see your face and they will listen to you. Right? That's what nowadays, right? It's a normal thing, right? Rather than the other than the political speech, all other sessions, whatever the sessions we are having, we will have a presentation there. In academic matter, in universities, mostly they are depend on the presentation, whatever it is, right? Even small functions also they are putting presentation. So not only that speech, even let's say you are going to present some photos from history, right? For a birthday party, let's say your birthday party, you want to put some images into floating there during the party. Then you can use the presentation software, right? Right. Second thing, when you are creating the presentation, you must consider the audience. That means to whom this presentation going to be presented. Let's say I am creating a presentation, right? Presentation for kids. Then what should be my important? I have to put some attractive colors. I have to put some images suitable for the children with the cartoon and everything. So I have to create that presentation according to their preference. So I have to take it into mind. Now I am going to present this presentation to the kids. At a young age, then you have to create that presentation with some other images and other colors and everything. You have to make it as an attractive one. Maybe that you can insert videos and the common trend, whatever is there, you can insert. If you are making that same presentation for the adults or old age people, then you have to be very careful. You can't use the small fonts. You have to make the big fonts. Then you have to make color visible for the eyesight, right? Because they are the all people eyesight may be weak. Then you have to put your colors and the background colors in the light color. That should be visible to the all people, right? So that should be taken into consideration. Right, so these are the consideration you have to have in your mind. After you consider all these things, next what you have to do before creating the presentation, you should have a sketch, a rough idea, right? Rough idea what I'm going to include into my presentation. Let's say my presentation should have a title slide, then with my name and the title. Then I have to give a introduction to what I am going to speak. Then I have to give the history of that one. Then I have to go next one. Likewise, you have to have a sketch. Let's say you are doing a presentation using the overhead projector, right? Overhead projector. It's a traditional or the obsolete technology now. But if you are doing in an overhead projector, you have to print all these slides in a hard copy. Then you have to arrange that hard copies and you have to place it in that device, right? Overhead projector. And then you have the sketch there. You have the order of your presentation. Then you can make it there. Likewise, here also you have to have a sketch. So at least before creating, in your mind, you have to have a sketch, right? So those are the prerequisites before we are going to create the presentation, right? Take it into consideration. Right, now we are going to use the application which is available with the Microsoft Office collection, right? So let's say we are going to open PowerPoint. How we can open the PowerPoint? To open your PowerPoint, you have to go to the search button. Let's say if you want to go to the search button, you can directly click your Windows key from your keyboard. Then you can straight away you can type the PowerPoint. When you are starting power, then it's automatically coming there. Then you can click on the PowerPoint application. This is one way, right? We have already learned this is one way, right? And there are some other way. You can place your shortcut into your desktop, or you can place your shortcut into your taskbar, or you can place your shortcut into the start button, right? Normally we call it as pinning, right? So pin to taskbar, pin to start. Here you can notice that I have a pin to my start screen, right? I hope you visible, right? So I have a pin to my start button. When I click the start button, my PowerPoint is coming there. Likewise, my taskbar also having that PowerPoint icon. So I can click it and open it, right? This is the first screen. When you turn on your PowerPoint application, you get this screen. Okay. So as we get the same like screen in the PowerPoint, the Word application. This is from the PowerPoint. So you can easily identify what these are things. These are templates, right? What we call it as templates, right? So when you click it there, you can create a presentation easily. That is a template. That's like a model, right? So they have given a model, you can use it. Only few of here, right? Let's say I'm going to click it on education. And now you can notice that when I click that item, there are so many available. So you don't worry about what is the image and what I'm going to create, and you can touch your whatever the model, you can just click it and you can have it. Let's say, for example, I'm going to create a presentation like this, right? Teacher course, right? Click it, and then it's going to, and now you can notice that automatically 7 slides came. 7 slides came here. Lesson 1, lesson 2. They have arranged in a good manner. So you can click it there. You can do it. Right? Let's say here, what a beautiful way they have arranged. Here, this is the first skill, right? So after first skill, right, you may think that this is first skill. When you click on the next button, right? So down arrow or space bar, it will switch to the second one, right? And third one. Here you can in your bottom, it's moving like moving, but it's not moving actually, right? It is a first second. It's automatically we are changing the slide, but it look like we are scrolling, right? So it's a way that the presentation creates, right? So you can have this is one of the example I show you, right? Likewise, there are so many examples are there, right? While after you getting, if you want the template, you can go to the new. Then here you can get it. So if you click on some of the category, then you will see the whatever the presentation available. And if you click on the title, you can click, or otherwise you can type it. You can type it. Say, I want a presentation about the ICT skills, right? Then now it's classic corporate. Some of the things are there. Maybe not there, but you can, right? Let's say HR, human resource management, right? It's not there, but it's having some other things, right? Sales promotion, right? Okay. That's also not there. Here, sales, then you will have a lot of things, right? Business sales presentation, just click it here. Then after that, you create it. Now it's coming there. Here, this one also having 9 slides, right? So you can edit whatever the way you want, you can edit, right? You can create. Right. So this is after you getting, you can edit it, right? Now we are going to learn how to create a first presentation with a blank one, right? One by one, we are going to create it. Then you will have the full presentation, right? So when you go to the file new, right, rather than going to this template, we are now going to the blank presentation, right? When you click on the blank presentation, you will get the screen like this, right? So the basic things of this screen components, I hope I don't want to explain it again anyway, right? So this is just a quick way we'll have it. This is a quick access toolbar, right? Again, when you go to the right hand side, right, it's a we call it as a title bar. In your right corner, you have the window control, right? That means you can close the window, or you can restore the window, or minimize the window, whatever way you can have some controlling there, Windows control button, right? Again, when you come to down, this is a home tab, insert tab. All these things are, we call it as tab, right? Under that, you have the groups and commands, right? All these things together, we call it as ribbon, right? So ribbon interface. Under the ribbon interface, you have the tab and command, right? So in your left-hand side, this is a only number one rectangle is there, which is called a slide. In a Word document, we call it as document pages, each and every pages. Then collection of pages, we call it as a document, right? Word document, right? Not never we call it as Word presentation. Word is a Word document, right? Likewise, in PowerPoint, this is a single slide. When you create more and more slides, after creating all the slides, collection of slides, we call it as presentation. Collection of slides, we call it as presentation, right? So when you are presenting the presentation, there maybe we have some other technical terms as PowerPoint show, but basically collection of slides, we call it as the slide presentation, right? When you go down further, you have the bottom line as a status bar. You can notice that slide 1 of 1, and the English learner states that means how many slides you have and what is the language you are using, right? When you come along the right bottom line, right, towards the right hand side, there is an icon called notes and comments, right? Then again, you have some, we will come back after studying these notes and comments, right? When you go towards the right hand side, right, there is a view. Now we are in the normal view. That means you have an option to click and add what you want, right? Click and add you want, right? And you can click and you can add. Student, do you have any problem in my screen is stuck there or anything? For me, it's nothing has happened in my screen. Are you facing any problem? My screen is stuck.
Screen is not stuck. Sound is some breaking or some.
Okay, right.
Right.
Maybe due to network signals, right? Okay, then you go toward this right hand side. After that, you have a slide sorter, right? So even with a slide sorter, you can't type it, right? You can't type it. You can have a something like this view, right? Not only one slide, you can have a number of slides into one screen where you can rearrange your slide. Let's say you can order it. After you typing, you think that the fifth slide should be come to the second one. Then you can drag and drop and you can rearrange. We will do it, right? This is the option, right? Then you have some reading option and slideshow. Everything we will come back, right? So for the moment, just I am showing that screen control. Then you have the option called zooming, right? So zooming, when you go this one after, then you have to go to the normal view. This is a zooming option. So you can increase your size of your slide only for the screen, right? Only for the screen, not for the printing, right? So that is, we call it as zooming, right? If you make it into a normal one, you can click on the edge of the right hand side. There's a right click here, fit to window. When you click it, it's automatically fit to the screen, right? So you can increase or decrease, or you can fit to the window. Even when you this is maybe a small one. If you want to make it as a big one to fit into the screen easily, you can click it there. Then it will be automatically fixed. Right. Then the white space, this is a slide. You are going to use it for your presentation. Whatever you type it, you have to type it inside these boxes. Not like Word. Word, you don't need to put any boxes. You can type it directly into your document white space, right? Here, though you have the white space here, right? You don't have any option to set the margin and everything, right? there are advanced things, but you don't have the normally you don't need to set your margin and everything. If you want to type something, you have to add at least a text box, right? Without a text box, you can't type it. These two are here. They have they have given as click to add title, click to add subtitle. Then title is in a bigger font, subtitle in a smaller font. So you don't need to change the font size, right? It's automatically they are given as a template. So when you type it, your heading will be your title will be in a big font. Your subtitle will be in a small font. So your task has been made easy, right? So just click it and you type it. If you want another text, then you have to another text means another box. You have to add the box and you have to type it. Even within this box, you can type it enter and you can type it so many lines. Then why we need a separate boxes here? If you want to make some special changes, like here you have put some other small heading. This is a big heading. Then again you have to, when you are getting the presentation, this title should be come first. Then only the subtitle should come. Then we have a separate box, right? So you can add so many components, right? Let's say you want to add an image to this slide, you can add it to the insert, then image you can insert, right? Right. Today, now we are going to create a presentation regarding your course, right? So let's say I am going to start it. I have a sketch slide. I am going to put a title slide. First title, I have to insert my title. Then I am going to put some what the purpose of this course, who are the eligible person, then what is the pass out student history. Then we are coming to the syllabus of the course. Then after that, within that syllabus, I'm going to explain some of the components. Let's say Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I'm going to put some slide there, what we are going to learn, right? So likewise, we are for the promotion of this course, right? I am going to create a presentation, right? Let's create together, then you have the, you can understand easily. So here I am going to add the title, right? So I will add title, right? This is we call it as one box is there, again another sub box is there. So this one we call it as a layout, right? Then this slide have a layout. What is a layout? Only the title and the subtitle. In PowerPoint, they have name it as each and every layout have a name, right? So when you are getting a new slide, this is automatically comes as a first slide. Then after that, if you want another slide, you have to insert it as a new slide. In Word, what you can do is, if you want a new page, you don't want to insert it. When you go and enter, then when you are going to the down, you will get new page, right? If you press the enter key continuously, you will get so many pages automatically. But here, not like that. You have to insert a new slide. Each and every slide should be inserted by the user, right? So this is my first one, right? So I am going to type it here, right? Let's say, right, certificate course in computer applications. Okay, this is my title. Again, under that one, I'm going to put that one here, Institute of, right, Human Resource Advancement, right? So enter it, and University of Colombo, right? Enter. Then I'm going to put the year there, right? This is my box. So I can adjust it. If you want, you can drag and you can, wherever want, you can position it. Nothing is there. When you click on this border of the box, you can position your boxes, right? Let's say I'm going to put it further down here. I can adjust it. That is not the problem, right? Now, of course, I don't want to change anything, right? I'm not going to change anything in the template, because if you change the as you wish, then when you are learning the next session, next option, here we have the design option. When you go to the design, it will automatically change there, right? No point of changing now. After we create the presentation, we will learn how to change it in an automatic way. It's an easy, right? So here white background is there. If you want to make a color background, you don't want to worry about that. You want to make it color, right? If you get any design, it's automatically color and you can get it. Okay, we will learn, right? Okay, next slide. I'm going to put a heading with some points there. With some points there, right? Let's say, what is the strength of this course, right? Or why we are learning from that, right? What is the benefit of that, right? So when I going to put new slide, now I'm going from the insert. Also, you can do it here. Insert new slide is there. For our easiness, they have given from the home tab also. Here, new slide is there. Same thing is there, right? Inserting, right? Slide. So after that, you can notice that this is the one now we are using, like title slide, 2 boxes. The next one, I need it like this. Only heading is there, then some of the text I needed. So I will click it there. And now you can notice that this is my next layout. This is the second slide. First slide is already there. Second slide I created. So you can move it across your slide from using your left-hand side, this box, right? So you can click it here. Here you can't type anything in your left-hand side. In your right-hand side, the big box only, you can type it there. So here only you can move it here and there. So I'm going to the second slide. Here I need the title, right? So let's say objective of the course, right? Let's say objective of objective. Let's say objective, right? Why this course is provided by the IHRA, right? Here you can notice that this is my heading. Again, click to add text. You can notice that bullet list also automatically available there. Just you can type it and you can enter it. The bullet list is automatically. You don't need to worry about that. You want to put the bullet, right? You can change, right? First one, let's say providing opportunity to all, opportunity for all to learn from university, right? Right. This is one objective. Second one, right? Improving, right? Improving the ICT skills of the what I can of the job seekers, right? Then enhance the knowledge on latest technological empowerment, right? Ultimately, what will happen, right? Those who when you are improving the ICT skills of the job seekers, right? Then the ICT literacy rate, right, can be improved, right? Improve the ICT literacy rate in Sri Lanka. As it is a university, right? University, it has the objective to some of the national aspects. Okay, let's say there are 4 objectives. Let's say we are stopping there, right? Then this is my second slide. So you can know some of the other layout. Here, this is only the heading is there. The second, I have put it like this. Third one, I'm going to create a slide, right? Put some comparison. Let's say why we are learning from the IHR, rather than you know that there are so many institutions around your villages, right? Without going to those institutions, why you have come to the IHR, right? Excuse. Okay, right. Third one, we are going to compare it, right? So I need 2 columns, right? One column is about the IHRA, other column is about the private institution, right? So let's say I'm going to have a new slide. I need a comparison like things. So where can I go? Here you can have the layouts. Let's say I'm going to go to this one, comparison. They have given a same name as comparison. So I'm going to compare it. So just I click it there, right? Then I click it. Why you have to learn IHRA, right? Then we will put it as IHRA one side, other side is other institution, right? So here you can notice that now I can simply click and I type it there. Don't worry about any other things. Even within this box, you can notice that there are some icons available, right? Let's say if you want to insert a table, you can click it there, you can insert, right? If you want to insert a picture, you can click it picture, you can insert it. Online picture, you can do it. What is the advantage when you are clicking through this icon? Your size will be restricted to that box only, and you don't worry about. For example, let's say I'm going to insert a picture from normal picture button. Insert picture here. Let's say I'm going to insert this one. So automatically come to that point. Let's say here or something. Insert picture. Right. I'm going to insert something called. Now you can notice that, no? How do you insert third slide? Just you can, whatever the slide, right? Whatever the slide, what you have to do, right? If you want a new slide here, you can go to the home tab, new, then you can click the whatever the templates, whatever the layout, what do you want? Let's say I'm going to have a third template, this one. Even after getting this layout, you can change it. Let's say I'm going to change this layout. I'm going to change this layout. Then you can go to the layout here. You can change it. Now something different, right? So if you want, you can change it. Don't worry about we have to get it first, then we can't change it, right? You can, right? So here you can notice that this picture, actually I didn't put the size. It's automatically come to that box size. If you insert another picture from here, right? Now there is no other picture. So I'm going to insert it here from picture. Let's say I'm going to insert another picture there, right? Some other picture here. You can notice that the same size, the other picture also coming. So our task is made easy. Right? I don't want to resize it, right? If it is a box one, definitely it should come as the same size. So you can both images, you can have it as the same size, right? So likewise, these icons are very interactive. You can use it for your whatever the purpose, right? Here under the IHRA, let's say I'm going to put some points, right? Let's say purely 100% practical sessions, right? Right. Then it's a recognized certificate. That's what you came. No? Otherwise, you won't come to the IHR. You can go to the nearby institution, right? Recognized certificate. Then let's say modern laboratory for each student, right? Laboratory with with PC for each student, right? Then what are the other aspects you can mention, right? Affordable course fee, right? Certificate awarded by university, right? Then let's say other institution, right? Not purely practical session, right? Because they may have some other theoretical sessions and they will limit it, right? Laboratory facilities, right? Certificates, right? May not be recognized, right? Because some of the certificates are recognized because, for example, the NITA or other university and IBM or all these things are recognized. But we can't say definitely other certificates are not recognized, right? Right. Then what we can do, high cost fee, right? Maybe some other reasons also there, right? Near to you, whatever it is, some of your reference the site, all these things are there. So this is another model, another layout, right? So we have compared two sites, then we have included. Now you may think these are not attractive, right? After we change the design and everything, you will face in an attractive manner, it will be appear, right? Okay, next say I'm going to put a statistic there, next table, next slide, statistic there. How many of the students registered for the previous 2 or 3 batches, and how many of students got passed, right? Something statistic on that, right? So create the new slide. Where can I go? The same way, home, new tab, sorry, new slide. Then I'm going to get a table with a heading. So where can I go? This may be my easiest one. Let's say I got this one. Now after getting this one, I thought that no, this layout may not correct. Only I need a title and the table should be appear for the entire slide. Right, then I can go to layout from the home tab. Here I can change it to I need it like this one. That's okay. Then here, right, success fee of the students, right? Just say I put a heading there. Then here under that heading, I need to create a table. The easiest way what you can do is here you can click the table, insert table. It will ask you how many rows, how many columns. Let's say I need a 4 columns, then 5 rows, right? 5 rows. Click OK, and now you got that. The same table options be available in the Word application available here also. You can change, you can add the whatever thing, you can do it, right? Whatever thing you can do it. The same option. So let's say I'm going to put it here. Here, batch, right? Registered and passed out, right? So here, let's say for the example, I'm going to put it as 2019, right? Batch, let's say CCA 13. Then here, let's say 2020, right? CCA 14, right? Now you are in the 15. No, let's say we'll start from here, CCA 11. Then here 12. I can't actually remember the year. 2021. Let's say CCA 13. 2022. Let's say CCA 14. I need a one more row. How can I insert it? The same way. You can go to the your table, then you have to insert it, right? So otherwise what you can do, you can click here if it is come there, but you don't get that option here. In Word, you don't get it, right? Here, sorry, in PowerPoint, you don't get it. But in your Word, you get, if you right click it, you can do it some inserting columns and drawing thing, you can do it, right? But in PowerPoint, it may some of the option may differ, right? Then you have to go where? You have to go to the layout tab. Then you have to, here you can, this is same, right? So you can put in, when I click it here, insert below, right? Okay, here then I will put it as 2023, 2023 CCA 15. Still we have not concluded, right? Let's say here 250 students or 300 students, right? Let's say here 320 students, right? Let's say here 289 students, right? For this one, let's say 220 students. Now pass out list, let's say here 225, right? This is 280, right? Let's see, to 298 here, let's say 267 here, still the pending, right? Okay. After you create this table, let's say you want to make it this to your whole slide. The easiest way in Word, you don't have this option. Like here you have the box, then you can drag the box, you can click it and drag it. And now here you can automatically your column width and everything automatically adjusted equally. In Word, you don't have this option, but here you can do it. After you getting this one, let's say you don't do change the centering and everything. That's of course you can do it as you normally did. You can do it, right? Position, right? Here you have the position, right? Center or thing you can. Now it is color. It came color automatically. Don't worry about that color. After that, you are changing your designs. You can change it. Let's say this table. After putting this table, I want to put some text here. For example, here I want to put a source. Can I type it directly? No, I can't type it directly because I don't have an option to click it here and type it there. Then I need a box there. How can I insert it? Right? How can I insert a text there? To insert a text, right? Then you need a box. Then you have to insert. Then you have to go to the text box. After that, you can click it here. When you click it, automatically it's come there, right? Box is there. Then you can adjust it. Or before clicking, you can draw your box. Let's say here, I need a box. You can draw it. When you draw it, let's say here, I'm going to source, right? IHRA. We'll put the website, ihra.lk or something. I put it there. So this is where I got this information, right? So I can put it as source. When you adjust your this box, right, you can notice that there is a aligning. There is a grid line is coming. So to make you easy to place it in a aligned manner, right? Even when you move your this what do you call heading, you can notice that there are lines coming, right? Here and there are lines. So these are, we call it as grid lines, right? So the grid lines help you to align your objects in a attractive manner, right? This is all. The next slide, I'm going to put the syllabus, right? This is a successive rate. Then next slide, I'm going to put the syllabus. So I will insert new slide from the home tab. Then I will get the same title and content. So here, what we going to learn, right? So put it in an attractive manner, right? So here we are going to learn whatever the things we are, just to put the syllabus, right? So here, let's say introduction to IT, then operating systems, then you are going to word processing, right? Then you are going to the spreadsheet application, right? Then you are going to the presentation application, right? Then database management, right? Then what else? Database management, then graphic designing, right? Then web designing, right? Then mathematics. Now you can notice that if the space is not enough, when we are entering, the font size automatically reduces, right? Mathematics now here, you can notice that, right? Network essentials or something, right? So after putting this one, I'm going to put some application, let's say here, MS Word, by 2021. Here we are going to learn, right? Microsoft Excel 2021. Here presentation application, MS PowerPoint, right? 2021, right? So database, MS Access 2021. Graphic designing, we are going to Adobe Dreamweaver, right? Let's say CS6. Then web designing. Yeah, sorry, here. This is this one for Dreamweaver is for web designing, right? Here Adobe Photoshop, right? Photoshop, right? That is also, let's say, CS6, right? Something. So after inserting this option, right, I would like to insert some other object here stating that this have the 120 hours practical session, right? So how can I insert it there with a box, but call out or something, I have to put it. Then how you can do it? You can go to the insert, right? In insert tab, all the options are you already learned, right? Only few of things we have to learn, right? Only few of things we have to learn. All other things are same as in the Word doc. These picture tools all are same except this photo album. This illustration all are same from the Word. Again, the hyperlink already we learned. Action button we have to learn. Then header footer, you know what is the meaning, but here we have some different option. But the header footer, you know that what is that, right? Right. So now we are mostly needed these pictures things. So you can do it. The pictures and the text box we needed. All these things, other things we will learn step by step, right? So table also we already now learn how to insert a table, right? Here I want to put a box there inside that. So I will go to the shape, right? After that, I'm going to take it as, let's say I'm going to put like this, right? Then I will type it, just draw it. Now I have to type it inside this box. So how can I type it? Right click it, edit text, right? 120 hours. So this is maybe you have to adjust your sizes, right? Because it won't be adjusted automatically because now we have inserted. Right? This is not the automatically came option. So we added some option. So we have to adjust it. Okay, now thereafter, I'm going to insert some of the slide to show this one. So I don't worry about this introduction to IT and everything, all the things. Only few things we will insert, right? So in my presentation, I'm going to minimum, I'm going to insert 10 or 12 slides, right? So we are now in the 5th slide, right? Then only we can learn other things, right? We have to add these things, then only the presentation comes, right? Now, next slide, I'm going to put it, let's say, something like this, two contents, right? Two contents. So let's say introduction to, right? Introduction to information technology. Under that, you will learn what are the things you will learn, right? Let's say here, history of computers. Then you will learn the input devices. Already learned, no? Input devices. What are the other things? Output devices. Then communication devices. Then storage devices. Processing devices, right? Right. These are the things you already learned. Sorry, devices. Processing devices. Right. So this side, I am going to insert a picture there. I'm going to insert a picture there. So easiest, no? Now, if I get this layout, this is easy. If I got this this layout, how can I insert an image? I can insert an image, but I have to set the size and everything, right? Let's say I'm going to insert it into this one, some of the picture, right? Here you can notice that the image is coming in front of my text. Then I have to adjust it. I have to place it wherever I want. Then I have to adjust the size also, right? This is what happened when I inserted. My layout was like this, title and content. If my layout is like this, two content, right? Now I am going to insert an image into this slide. Let's say what will happen, right? Insert, sorry, not the online. I'll use it because online, after saving this document, the presentation, we will use the online, because sometime when I go to the online, the PowerPoint will stuck, right? So let's say I will save it, file. The same thing you can do it when you are, how can I save your file? Before going to the online pictures, I'm going to use the online pictures. Before going to the online pictures, we have to save it, right? It's a precaution. Otherwise, if it is some crash the PowerPoint, we will lose the whatever created, right? Before going that, I will save. The same way you can save it when you did in the, as you did in the Word application. You have to go to the file. Then you have to go to the save as or save. Since it is the first time, you can use the both save or save as. Both are functioning as the same one, right? But if it is after you are saving the second time, you have click it only save. When you click on save as, it will ask you to location where you are going to save it. Let's say I am going to save it under my desktop. So I will click on browse desktop. Then I will go to the CCA 15 online folder. Then I will click it there. Here I will put it that one. File name. I will type the file name CCA presentation, right? Here you can notice the save as type is automatically come as a PowerPoint presentation. You don't worry about that one. Even if you not put this there, it will automatically save, right? Course promotion or something, I put it there, right? Now I save it. When you save it, now the location is there, desktop under CCA 15 folder, my folder. You have to select the whatever the folder you are wish to save it. Then you have to type the file name. Then you can save it. Now it's saved. How can you identify it's saved? Here in your title bar, you can notice that the name has changed. Earlier it was presentation 3. Now it has changed as CCA course promotion. Whatever the name be given, it will come there. Then it is saved. Now let's say I'm going to put a image here. So I'm going to the online picture. So I'll put some PC. just search it for a personal computer. It's coming there, right? So I can just click it, whatever image, right? So for example, I'm going to get this image, just click it there, insert. And now you can notice that what is the size of that picture? Straight away come to that particular box, right? Not in front of my text or not in front of my heading. It came just inside that particular box. So this is an easy way to get the picture into our presentation. Right, this is the first topic. I type it. Then I'm going to put the next topic. Right, let's say insert. So before inserting, I have to get the new slide. How can I get it? New. Let's say I'm going to put it something like here, this one, content with caption. Whatever the way you can use it. Right. So next slide, I'm going to have it in a different manner. So I'll click it there, here. Then here I'm going to put it as Microsoft Word 2021. Right? In a different way, I put it. So here I can put the what we are going to what already we learned in Word. What are the things? Here the blot lines are not there. So I will click it block line. Now it's going to blot line right here. When you type it, it's automatically coming as a blotted list. Even the size is, you may think this is a small one, you can increase it. Don't worry. This is 32 size, right? So let's say I'm going to make it as this one. Then I'm going to put it here, right? So I'll type it here. First one, text formatting. Or before that one, creating a document. Then text formatting, right? For your easiness, I increase my font size. Then you will see, right? Then here, then paragraph formatting, right? Then tables, pictures, right? Mail merge, then printing, all these things we learn, right? So some of the features I have included what we learn in Microsoft Word. Then this side I need a picture. So now it's going to be a big size, right? So let's say I'm going to click it here, online picture. Before clicking online picture, I save it again. So now this time I don't want to go into the file save, or I don't want to save as. I can click it just save, or easily you can click it here from the quick access bar. You can click it save, or even rather than going here and there, right? You don't need to use the menus and everything. You can just use the keyboard Control+S. You can save it. Now it's saved, right? So when you click here, picture, online picture. So I'll put it as Microsoft Word 2021. Same title, I put it there. Then it will show you some of the option here, right? Maybe not suitable, right? Because this is from the Bing search, right? Maybe not like Google search, right? So you don't worry about that one. Just you insert some picture, right? Let's say I'm going to put it this one, insert. Now you can notice that how it's came, right? The same size automatically adjusted. I didn't put anything. Automatically it's come. Even after you getting this one picture, you can adjust it. Doesn't matter. You can adjust it whatever the way. Right. Now you may think that this is like same as this one, right? Because the same way it appears, even though we created some other format, right? Because of this image, it's coming as this one. So we can have a image like something like this. Then you will feel a different layout, right? So that is up to our preference. Right? We got the image something like the simple, so it won't be a different in layout. Right. Next thing, I'm going to insert it as another slide. So even for the slide, if you go to the insert also, you can do it here, new slide. And the new slide, let's say I'm going to put this, but they can put, right? Already used the title, all these things we use. Let's say I'm going to use it as the word is there. Excel, right? So I'll two contents, right? So Microsoft Excel 2021, right? Here, what are the things you are already learned? What are the things, right? Data entry to sheets, then formatting cells and text, right? Formatting cells and text, then formulas and functions. What else? Charts, right? Pivot tables, filter, right? Sorting. All these things you will learn from the Excel, right? So here I want to put a Excel image, right? Then I will click it here. Excel 2021. It's coming some other things. So what is the easy way, right? I don't have internet. Then what is the option I can use it? I can go to the next option. Here you have the screenshot. How can you get the Excel screenshot here? I need the Excel screen to here. What you can do now, you can go to the Excel, right? Without closing anything, without closing the PowerPoint application, you can go to the Excel application, right? You can get a blank sheet, right? Blank book, blank worksheet. You can open it. After opening the blank workbook, you will return to your PowerPoint again, right? Return to your PowerPoint again. Now you can go to the screenshot, right? Then you can click on this Excel sheet if you want to get a full sheet of the Excel screen. Or if you want to cut and get a small portion, you can click it on screen clipping. Then your PowerPoint screen will be minimized, then your screen will be blurred with the Excel sheet. Now you can draw using your mouse pointer, you can draw whatever the section you want to insert it into your slide. After drawing your box, you can drop your mouse. When you drop it, it will automatically come to your document. Here you can notice that with my Zoom application, it came here, right? So you can create a image without the internet using the screenshot. Got it? Right. Next slide. I'm going to create it another one. Let's say something like this one. Right here, I'm going to use it as a web designing. Under that, we will learn HTML. Web designing basics, then HTML, then we use Dreamweaver, right? I'll increase font. Then I will put the some different bullet list, right? Under that HTML, you have the tags and elements, right? Then you have the attributes, right? Then websites using Dreamweaver, right? Here I want to put a website, some of the image here. You can use whatever the source. Let's say I'm going to use it from the internet. For my EC, I get it from the internet, right? Website designing or whatever it is, you can search it. So just I click it here, designing, let's say here, this image. I remove this one. Even of course, they have now given option to select more than one, right? Here you can click, when you click it here, two. Let's say, right, two images, they have given option, right? Now you can notice that both images came to my slide. Now you can adjust the size and you can keep it both, right? Here also there, that option is possible, right? So you can, when you use the tools, right, if something they have updated, you will get the latest option there, right? So you don't have to learn it again, right? So you have to be familiar with the tools to use it. Right, now adjusted by my tables, my pictures, I keep it there. Okay, next slide. Now my web designing also there, right? The next slide, I'm going to use it to have a concluding remarks. Let's say here 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, right? Okay. For that one, right, I'm going to again, this one going to get a let's say title slide like this, right? So right, this is a before last one, I put another slide. Then again going to put a new slide that is only having only one title only, right? Even this title, I'm going to put it in the center. So I can adjust it. After getting the layout, I can adjust it. Now the text is in the left-hand side, so I need to center it. I can center it, right? So here I'm going to type it as thank you, right? So it's a final slide. Now we have altogether 11 slides, right? Altogether 11 slides. I save it again, save, right? Now these are the slides we have selected. Now you can go to this home tab. You can notice that, right? Only this the slide section is active here all the font and paragraph sections are blank. Why? If you want to use this option, you have to click at least for a text box. Then you can select. Right. From the font option, do you need any explanation from the font options? Right. All are the same. Right. You can change the font, you can change the size, and you can erase the formatting. Right. Then you can change the font color. Then you can make capital or simple letter. Right. Here, strike through, underline, bold, and everything is there. There are two options available rather than word. One is here, text shadow, right? So if you want to make a text shadow, you can select the text, right? You can select the text, you can click it here. Then you will have a small effect on the shadow, right? Then you have a character spacing. In Word, we have gone to the options, character option, paragraph option, no, sorry, font option. Then under advanced option, we go to the character spacing. Here they have directly given as, now it's normal. If we go to the very loosey, here something is like this. Now it's very loosey, right? So there are spaces in between the letters. That is, we call it as character spacing. So these are the options available font, right? If you click on here, the same things are here, superscripts, subscripts, all these things are there, right? So you can use it, right? Let's say equal character height. What will happen? Here you can notice something is different now. So even you can have some other facilities available. Right. When you come to the next option here, right, the paragraph option, these all you know that numbering, bulleting, then intent, we can increase the intent, right? Here, then we can increase the intent, right? Here, something like this one. Or again, the line spacing. Let's say this is we selected, then I'm going to space the line spacing. I am going to improve it. Right, so increase the line spacing. Then you will get a space between lines. That's already we learned, right? Here also left, right, center, justification. Again, if you want to make columns, here they have given that option also, right? In an earlier version, this was not there, right? I don't know whether 2016 had this option. Yeah, this is 2016. It had the option. I don't know whether 2013 version have the same option there. Right now they have given this option. You can type it as it's a simple. Then you can, if you want, you can make it as 2 columns. Right. That means, for example, if you want to put some points like this, you can put it in the both sides like this. Right. If you make it 2 columns, you can put it even within the box, text box, you can make columns. That is option available, right? Normally we don't need it that much, but you have to know. Then here you have the text direction, right? You must know this one. Let's say objective, I'm going to put it as in the left hand side, right? So I can change the left side text direction as this one. So I can put it in another way, like this. I put it like this, objective, right? So you know that our presentation should be attractive. So I can put it whatever the way, it should be in a attractive style. So I can put it like this. So this is text direction I have changed. Right? So like this one here. Then text, align text. What is that? Top, middle, or then you can align. Right? That is a, you know that within this text box, right? Within this text box, if you want to align middle, here center. If it is the bottom, it's on the bottom. If it's the top, normally in the top, right? So you can align your text. Then convert to smart art. That means you can convert whatever the contents here into a smart art, right? So here I put some information there, objective. Here your objective, we can convert it into an attractive manner, right? For example, here, right? This one, I'm going to put it. Now you can notice that, right? Now it's attractive rather than just putting the text there, right? Now, when I increase the size of this text box, you can notice all these text will be automatically, sizes will be adjusted, right? So if you want to make it to this, all these text in the left hand side, you can now make it, right? Now you may have another stylistic thing, right? So then you can, what you can do again, then here you can put the images there. If you click it there, then you can put some image, right? ICT jobs, right? Just I click it there. Then if you want to some image should be inserted there, you can put it. Any jobs, okay. Simple one, let's say here, this one. I'll click it there. Here you have an attractive manner to create your presentation. Now it's changed, right? So that's what I told you, that now for the beginning, we have to insert whatever the text we have to include into the presentation. Then we can enhance, we can convert, right? We can rearrange all these things. We can step by step, we can do it, right? So this is a first kind of enhancement we given to our presentation, right? Here I converted this all this text into smart art. Now you can notice that now we can't go back, because now this option is not available right now, because we have already converted into smart art. Right now the smart art cannot be converted into normal text box, right? Now you can, whatever the way, you can use it. Okay, right. Then what are the other options here after that paragraph, right? So I'm going to here paragraph, these options are available, right? Even here also you can put it like some other way, right? For example, here some other way, right? So there are so many ways we can include it, right? Here one by one I put it there like this. Then this side, same thing, I am going to apply it like this. It's another way, attractive. So you can create, you can convert it, right? Now of course you can't go back here, you can't go back. And before going to this option, you have to decide what I'm going to do it. Then you can use it, right? Okay, then we go towards this side, right? There's a drawing option is there. So this is, there are boxes there available here. For example, this is boxes there, right? If I go here, I can put some adjustment, but don't do it, because after we going to the design tab, it will be automatically changed. If you like this color, you put it there, but if you go to the design tab, then after you changing, it will automatically change, right? Don't use it, but as your explanation, I have to give you what you can do with this commands, right? Then here you have the filling option, the same under the filling, that here already when you go this option, what will there? Already style is there, you can use it. But here next one, shape fill, means you can fill the color, you can fill the whatever the border color, you can select it. Then whatever the option you can make it, right? Whatever the option you can make it from the text effects, right? Shape effect, you can use it, right? So that is the option there. Here when you click this one, right, when you go to the shadow option, here your text will be with the shadow, right? Not only the box, even for your text you can make some of the text effects, right? Stylistic, right? So here find, replace and select, I don't want to give you explanation. you know that one. We can find with the some of the text. You can search and find. Again, you have the select all or select object. Select all means all your contents in the slide. If you want to select only the objects, you can only the object, right? But in as far as concerning the slide, all are object. So you will, if you click it there, you will automatically select object, right? Right. Then when you go to the next option, insert, right? Insert tab, we learn, right? These things already we learn, new slide, right? So under the new slide in the home tab, I told that you can change the layout, right? Even after getting these images, if you think you want to get it into the whatever you got it in the beginning, you can reset. When you have the reset, and now here reset. The shape shift reset, but you can't go this the convert the after converting in the smart art, you cannot go back to normal text, but your layout can be reset. That means objective, I put it in the text direction, I change the text direction, I put it in the left hand side. When I click reset, right, it was like this, no? When I click reset, it will go to the original layout. That means like this. On top the heading, and on bottom the next thing will come, right? Then when I reset it, it's automatically come like, right? Then section, don't worry about that one. Section, we can divide the section into 2 or 3 section within the presentation, right? That we won't use it, don't worry. Right, under the insert menu, right, a tab, you have the new slide already been learned. Then here you have the duplicate selected slide, or select slides from outline, or reuse slide. There are options. Let's say I'm going to create another presentation, another slide, the same. For example, I want to create a presentation with the same format, but only I'm going to change the text within that one. Let's say after Excel, right, I'm going to create a slide for databases, right? Databases or PowerPoint. Let's say PowerPoint, I'm going to create. Word is there, Excel is there, PowerPoint, I'm going to create another slide. So what you can do is right click. Here have the option, all the options are available. Even new slide you can get it. But when you are getting a new slide like this, the problem is you can't select the layout, right? It will automatically come. It will automatically comes here. It comes as a 2 contents, right? So you don't you have not decided, but automatically comes like that, right? So that is new slide. If you want to delete, you can delete it, right? Again, here also you have the layout option. If you have the layout, you can here you can change the layout, right? Okay. Duplicate slide mean you will notice that now this is the 8th one slide. When you duplicate here, the 8th and the 9th slide, both are same. So now I am going to create here. I will select the Excel. I'm going to save it as PowerPoint. So that means we are getting a same layout and just changing the content. That is the usage of duplicating a slide, right? So here I am going to insert this creating a presentation, right? Adding contents, adding let's say content shapes and images, right? Then designing, then transition, then animations, and creating video. Right? These are the things we are going to learn from the PowerPoint. Okay. So here, this one also I'm going to change it, right? This one also I'm going to change it. The easy way, right? I will delete this picture. After you delete, here you get the same icons again. So now what you can do is you can directly click on this online picture. You can insert the PowerPoint, right? Or presentation. You can search it whatever the way, right? So here, if I insert, it will come there. Right? You know that sometimes the images won't come directly. It will give you some error message, right? You have to search again. Presentation. Right, it came, right? So I'll place it there, right? So this is duplicating slides and changing the content according to our preference, right? That is option we learn, right? Next thing, when you go to the insert tab, under new, you have a reuse slide. What is a reuse slide? Let's say now in this 9th slide, I'm going to click it on reuse. What came? Reuse slide, insert slide from where? We can select a file, right? We can select a file. From that file, we can get a slide to our slide. That is reusing, right? So we are getting some slide from other file into our presentation. That is, we call it as reusing slides. Slide from outline. When you click, what will it asking? Some outline, right? It's an advanced thing. We can have some outline document. We can get it, right? So you don't worry about that one, right? You have some other facility also. Table, of course, you know that one. Picture, online picture, screenshot, you know, right? We will come later for the photo album, right? Shapes, you know. Smart art is a important thing in PowerPoint rather than in Word. Word, only a few usages are there, but here you can make your presentation in an attractive manner with a smart art, right? You notice that if this is a normal text, right? It doesn't have any sense of artistic, right? But if I use this if I use it as convert it as a smart art, it will be more nicer than earlier one, right? Here you can notice, right? It's automatically coming as a very attractive manner, right? So I can put it whatever the way, right? Here you have the option. For example, here, when I put it like this, you won't imagine that how it is created, right? It look like a nice one, but it's created through the smart art, right? Right. So smart art, you have to familiar with that one, how to use it, right? The easiest way is, as you show now, you can create the normal text, then you can convert it to smart art. That is the easiest way. Otherwise, you have to, from the scratch, you have to create from here, insert and smart art. Then you have to select the option, whatever thing. Then you have to adding text and everything. You have to do it from the first, as we did in the Word application, right? Word application, you don't have this facility. After you typing, you have converting into smart art, you don't have that one, right? Here it's easily available. Right, then chart, you know that. Add-ins store, but we don't want that one. Hyperlink and action button, I'll come back again. Then text box, we learn, right? If you want, for example, here we put some text box here, one text box to insert this source. Then we inserted the source, right? When you go on to the headers and footer, let's say I want to put some number for this one, slide number. Here we call it as slide number. In Word, we call it as page number, right? Because each and every page, collection of pages is the document. So we put it as a page number. Here, presentation is collection of slides. So when we putting a number, we call it as slide number, right? So the easiest way is to put the slide number. Here you have the insert. Under the insert, you have the option slide number. When you click it, slide number, there you can click on slide number. Only tick is there. You can click it. Not like Word. We have so many options to put a page number. Whether on top, whether on bottom, whether on the margin. There are so many options. There are template is there. Even we can manually put it there. So many options are available in Word. But in PowerPoint, you don't worry about anything. Just you can click it. Just tick this slide number and apply to all or apply. And now we have two options. What does that mean? In Word, we don't have such option. But here, some of the options automatically apply to all the slides. That means here in my presentation, I have 12 slides. Some of the options automatically apply to all the slides. Some of the options automatically applies to only one slide. Then I have to make it if I want to all the slides. Another set of option, we have to select whether for a single or for the all slide. We have to select. There are three types. One is automatically for all slides. Second one, automatically for one slide or one object, then we have to select. The third option, it's no the single slide or the all slides applied automatically. We have to select it. The third option is here, right? We have to decide whether we have to apply to this slide or all the slides. Let's say I'm going to, if this is only one slide, we don't have the page number to put it only one slide, no. It should be all the slides. So apply to all the slides. Now you can notice that the slide number came the bottom right corner, right? Bottom right corner, we have the slide number, right? Here we have the slide number. But the position is not the fixed one. That is a problem here, right? Position is not the fixed one. If you change any design, it will depend on the design. Sometimes it will come at the top. Sometimes it will come at the left-hand side. Sometimes in the right-hand side, right? So likewise, the position will be floating depend on the design. That is, we call it as slide number. Again, if you want to put a date into your presentation, let's say here insert, under the insert, you have the date and time. You click it there, then include on slide. If you same as you click on the slide number, here also you can click. When you click it, it's comes two options there. One is automatical option. That means today's date automatically applied to your slide. Or fixed one. You can type the date which should be appear. Let's say I have to present this presentation by day after tomorrow. Then day after tomorrow, what is the date? So 9th of June. Then I can put it as here, as I want it, 9 June. Then apply to all. Now you can notice that in my left-hand side at the bottom, the date is applying. Date is appearing there. So when you click date and time, you can apply. You have another option, footer. The footer also not like Word. You don't worry about the left-hand side, right-hand side, what are the things, or all these things. You don't worry about. Just click it here, footer. Then you will get a box open to type you. Let's say I'm going to type it as CCA course promo, right? Just put it as CCA course promo, right? If I apply it, only this slide, don't have another slide, right? Here, it doesn't apply to other slide. So if I want to apply to all the slides, so I can click it as here. It's not there, no. Then we have to go. Then I have to go to the same slide here. Then click it on the header and footer. Right here, this is there, apply to all. Now it will be applied to all the slides. So now we came slide number, date, and header, footer, right? If you click on header footer also, same thing will be there, right? So this is the option, right? All these three are same option. When you click it there, it goes there. Date and time, the same thing is coming. Slide number, the same thing is coming, right? So these are the options available in PowerPoint. So we will stop the class here. We will continue by next class to have the adjust the design and some of the contents. We have to insert the audio, video, screen recording. All these things are there. So your continuity in the class is important, because PowerPoint only 2 class we can finish it off, right? So you don't need that much of time for the PowerPoint, right? So half of the session I covered here. So next class, most probably we can cover rest of the things. I hope you got it. You practice it and come with the practice. You creating a presentation. You create a presentation like this, then be ready to practice the rest of the things. Right. Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.